You are welcome in this lesson 5. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you the detailed step-by-step guide to mold a fascinator base. The materials required in this process includes mold. I have 3 different molds here. Then the mats, your stiffener, your engine oil or any oil, your scissors, your tape, and the thumbnails. Okay? Now the first step is you take the measurements of the mold. I'm going to take the measurements of the mold. This is the shape of the mold. Can you see the shape? They are different shape. This one also has its own shape. This is the shape of this one. It's very smooth. This is how this one looks. Then also this one, I already wrapped this one in a nylon. So this is the shape of the mold we are going to take. When you mold this type, you'll be able to mold several molds. That's why I picked this one specially. Okay, so the first thing, as I said, is to take the measurement. This is 1 inch. Place it over underneath the mold this way. Are you seeing it? Then you place it over like this, cross it over this way, and then underneath 1 inch again. This is 14 inches. Okay, so the measurement for this mold is 14 inches length by 14 inches width. Okay, so we are going to take our material and cut 14 inches. It's going to be 2 pieces of it. That's what we are going to do now. So I'm going to measure it right away and show you how you can cut the. So take your tape. This is 14 inch. Place it on your mat this way. Take your scissors. Just give a trim. Turn your mat the other way. 14 inches this way. I hope we are seeing. We are looking. This is 14 inches. The width, I have done the length one. This one is the width. For this side, the width. You cut. This is 1 piece. You cut another 14. Same measurement. You are going to use 2 of it to make it thick. So now we are done with cutting out the 2 pieces of the mat, 14 inches length by 14 inches width. So now, but I want to show you also, this is for this mold. I want to show you how you can measure this mold, because it's not the same, it's the same way you measure it, but you know, if you look at this mold, you see how deep it is. So okay, so let me help you by showing you another way. This one, the same way, every mold, take the measurement. This is the length of this and this is the width. So you take the measurement, placing 1 inch. Are you seeing it? 1 inch. Then make sure you place this thing in. Are you seeing it? Hold it in, place across here. There's a curve here too. Place it in and then take it over. So this one is also 15 inches length. Now the measurement for the width, from here, 1 inches again. Take here, see how curved this place is here. Place it in. Okay, hold it there. Come here over there, place it in again. Then come over here. Did you see that this one is 15 inches? So that is for the width. So for this mold now, it is 14 inches length by 15 inches width. You see the difference now. So when you want to cut your mat, you are going to cut the length of their mat 14 inches. Then for the width, it is what? 15 inches. You see the difference now. So this one is also very simple. The same way, 1 inch is in. Are you seeing it? I can see, I hope you can see it. This one is just straightforward. This is very simple. This is just, are you seeing it? 10 inches. I hope we can see. So this is just 10 by 10 inches, because you know it's a very smooth mold. Doesn't have any curves on it. Okay, so that's done. So now we are moving over to step 2. So in step 2, you are going to place these 2 mats. Place the 2 mats together. Then this mold, you are going to wrap. Step 2, you are going to wrap this mold in a nylon. You are going to cover this mold with a nylon, so that when you finish this way, so that when you finish molding it, it will be easy for this mat to come out. So see the way I'm wrapping it. You can use any nylon. So I'm going to tie it this way. You see? So the next thing I will do after wrapping the mold is to apply my engine oil. This engine oil I'm applying is going to enable this mold to come out easily. If you didn't apply this engine oil, it will make this mat to be dragging the nylon with it when it is dry. So you must, it is a compulsory something, you have to rub the oil very well on top of, see the way I'm wrapping it. Then at the edges as well, because this is where you are going to rub the oil at the edge. You don't need to rub the center, just rub the oil at the edge. Okay, when you're finished, so this is the second step. So the third step, place the top of the mold, the top side of the mold, on the mat. See the way I place the 2 mats together? Then I place the top side on top of the mat. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to wrap these, pull this mat towards the middle, So I'm going to hold this mat together. If you see that they are not properly arranged, you arrange them, you ensure for both sides. See, you shift, make sure that this side and this side are equal. Then I turn like this again and check this side, make sure they are equal. So when I have done that, because of the curve that this mold have, I am going to start with the curve. I'm going to bring out the curve first. I've already measured to see that both sides are in order. So because of the curve this mold have, if it is this type, this one now, I will simply put it, draw it, because it doesn't have any curve. I'll simply put it like this, okay, with the measurement. I'll pull this side to make sure that equal. You see, it's smoothing out already. See it? Then I will draw this side. I'll start putting my thumb pin in the north, south, east, and west direction. Okay, that's how you do it. This way, you put this way, north, south, east, and west. You put your thumb and then you start pulling the other sides. Okay, this one is very easy to do. Just very easy. But this one that I am teaching you with, okay, I'm going to replace, I'm just doing it so that you can mold any, block any mold you see. You can just do it without much assistance. Okay, that's why I'm taking this pen to explain different molds. Okay, so now for this one, just as I've done before, I just pull both. This is north and south. This is north and south, east and west. I pull it to make sure that both sides are equal. I turn it this way. I pull to make sure that both sides are equal. Are you seeing this? So when I'm sure that both sides are equal, I turn it over this way. Then I'm going to start molding the curve. This is the shape that comes on top. And in order to achieve a neat finishing, I am going to start putting the pin to make sure that this curve on top come out very, very well. And that is the essence of blocking any mold. Okay, so now with my thumb pin, I'm going to start putting in the pins, the thumbnails. Okay, after smoothing it out this way, after smoothing it out, making sure that no side is longer. So if your thumbnail is rusty, you can put bias across to make it to stop it. So you see, just like I said, north, east. Let me get in place. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Look here. I turn this side. And put it. Okay. Then I start putting it all over. See, making sure I smoothen it out before I put my thumbnail. So, smoothing, pushing your thumbnail. You see what I do. There are some mold that we also use lining to do. If you are using a lining, that's the lining for want to cover this mat with a cloth, a lining, whatever. You cut the same measurement for this mat for it. Place it under the mat, okay, and mold. That's how you do. So I have finished putting on the thumbnail to bring out the shape for this. Can you see it? See the way it is looking? So now the next thing is to turn it over and then mold this way. So for this side, I'm going to make sure I smoothen it out. Okay. This process of this mold is the process that ensures how smooth and fine or neat your mouth is going to come out. So this process, you are going to take it very serious. You want to produce a neat work, it starts with the mold. Okay, see, smoothing it out. Make sure you smoothing out so that by the time you finish molding it, it will come out so smooth. Okay. Put your mold. You can put it too close. As a learner, you put it too close. As you put the thumbnails, you can put it too close. Then I have done the east and west. This one now is north and south. So for the north south, I pull in, I pull it in, make it tight. Okay, make sure you smoothen it from behind. Then put your thumbnails. Then the other is ensure you smoothen out. Okay, see the way I'm placing it. And do first of all do it north, east, and west. If you start putting it round without doing this thing I'm doing, your mouth is not going to come out very smooth. So you have to do it north, east, west, and south. Okay, so now I have finished with placing it north, east, and west. The next thing I'm going to do now is to draw in the other edges. This one's going to pull them in and do them. Okay, so I will start with this. I'll start with this one. I will make sure I will smoothen it out. Very, very important. Put this. Put here. Please, as a learner, you can put in closely. Okay? Put your thumbnail closely. Have you seen it? Then after doing this side, I turn the opposite side of this one and do it. Okay? Pull it in. Please pull it in tight. Smoothing the edge. Okay? Make sure that this place is smoothing out. This is where the work is. To produce a neat work. Okay, you continue. Placing your thumbnail this way. Okay. You have finished holding this side. So the next is to pull in this side. As you can see, I have finished putting in the thumb pin. Okay, so the next thing is to sprinkle water on the mat, just to rub it water. Okay, rub water. When you have rubbed, just little water to wet the mat. When you see the mat has already wet, you start applying your stiffener like this. This one is step 4. Okay, you start applying. Step 4, you apply your stiffener. After applying little water to wet the mat, you apply your stiffener. Put enough stiffener that will be enough to hold the mat together. Okay, and use your fingers to rub it in. Oh, very well. Okay. Then turn the edge and apply at the edge. That's 1 inch. Okay. Apply the edge to the edge like this. Good. So you can see it's already done. It's already done. So the fifth step is to place this under the sun and allow it to dry for 6 to 7 hours or less, depending on the intensity of the sun. If the sun is too high, it will take less time to dry. But if it is low, it might take longer time. Okay. You can as well use hand dryer to dry it. Okay. This is the end of the lesson. See you in the next lesson. Thank you for watching.